Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 3 of my Moncton Navigators franchise here on East Coast Gaming. The first 2 episodes were the expansion draft, the draft, and then free agency. And now we are finally ready to see our Moncton Navigators in action here for the first time against the Edmonton Oilers. But before I simulate that game, I just wanted to go through the lines real quick for people who might not have watched the first 2 episodes. So my first line here is Ryan Strome with Zach Sanford and Ivan Lazarev. If you missed the draft episode, Ivan Lazarev is our 3rd overall pick in the first round of the first draft. He is a right-wing sniper with an awesome shot. He's got some decent skating stats, and he is prime to be the future here of the Moncton Navigators, along with Cole Perfetti, who I also drafted. On the second line, we have Gurianov, Stepan, and Brendan Lemieux. I like to have Brendan Lemieux here on the second line. He's a power forward. And here we have playmaker, power forward, sniper, power forward. We're missing a playmaker here, but that'll come. We have the veteran Derek Stepan here down the middle. Help with the team here for a couple of years. Well, actually, he only has 1 year left, and then we'll see what we do with the second year. Jonas Donskoy with Kopp, and our captain, Mr. Game 7 himself, who I signed up for, I believe, 1 more year, Justin Williams. Kopp and Donskoy, that's a pretty good defensive third line. And then the fourth line has veteran Brian Boyle centering Jimmy Vesey and Dylan Gambrell. Defensively, we have Sergachev and Devon Tays, Edmondson and Bear, offensive D, defensive D, and Myers and Travis Dermott. In net, we have our boy, UC Saros, between the pipes now. I had him in my Moncton Lions franchise, and now I have him here. So Saros and Montembeault, and not going to give you the whole lines for the AHL, but maybe just players to watch. We have Gratton, Jude Gratton here, who I drafted in the second round. He's a low elite sniper, 66 overall, who we drafted in the second round, like I just said. So we'll be watching his production. We have Perfetti, who's in the OHL. This guy could turn out to be something. A top 6D, high top 6D potential, 56 overall. So we're playing him on the first line, see what that's going to do. And behind Zachary Fucali here, we have Jalen Appleby, a medium elite goaltending prospect who we drafted with one of the last picks in the first round here, 31st overall. So we're hoping that he's going to grow. And today, like I said, it is time for year 1 simulation, at least up to the trade deadline. Now, do we have a team that should compete for the playoffs? Probably not on paper. I would say not. But NHL 21, or at least my simulations, I usually have a tendency to do really well for some reason in the first year and then really tank the second one. I don't know why. That's usually what happens. Is that gonna happen in this one? I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised seeing us do pretty well here. Even if we're in a tough Atlantic division with the Bruins, the Lightning, the Maple Leafs, the Sabres usually do well in simulation, and you never know between the Panthers. I mean, Panthers have Barkov and Huberdeau, Canadian Senators. I mean, anybody could do pretty well here. So this is year 1, and here we go. We're going to be playing the Edmonton Oilers. So, real-time simulate, first period, and there we go. Kind of confused me for a bit because I thought we were going to be yellow for some reason, but the first goal in Moncton Navigators franchise history belongs to Ryan Strome. So keep that one in your in the record books. That might be the answer to the trivia question. And then Derek Stepan, the veteran, scores a short-handed marker on Mikko Koskinen, but then Athanasiou scores one on UC Saros before the end of the period. Second period, Dylan Gambrell gets one on Koskinen on the fourth line, so that's nice. And the Moncton Navigators win their first game here on the road against the Edmonton Oilers. McDavid and Draisaitl looked like they were shut down for the first game at least. So, if you watched my Moncton Lions videos, you would know that I usually real-time sim till I get at least one loss. So that's what we're going to do here. We score 3 quick ones here. VC and then Stepan with 2. Brian Boyle on the fourth line. The fourth line seems to be doing really good. And Sagan scores 1, but it is too little too late. And the Moncton Navigators now have a 2-0 record to start the season. Let's keep on going here against the 1-0-1 Ottawa Senators. Stepan really leading the charge here. Can't wait to see Lazarev score his first goal. And it won't be here as Williams and Stepan again. Stepan is on fire to start the year. And Gambrell. There it is. Finally, folks. Ivan Lazarev scores his first career marker. And Moncton is on top 4-0. Sadly, Saros can't keep the shutout, but Tierney scoring, but it's only 4-1 as Navigators win again. The Navs win again. 3-0. Let's keep on going here. I find it ridiculous that Derek Stepan has 4 goals in 3 games. Let's look at the draft class real quick here. Adu Ratti is first, which means there's not going to be a franchise player in this draft. Is that Marian Gaborik? That must be his son or something. Marek Gaborik from Slovakia. I believe Marian Gaborik is also from Slovakia. This draft isn't super good usually, but the draft after usually seems to be pretty good. But Adu Ratti being first year means that there's no franchise because he's high elite. And I mean, like Tanguay could be nice to get, or Gaborik could definitely be decent to get. But other than that, I mean, Wong usually gets to be good, but not a lot of gems in that draft. Travis Hamonic, I'd rather not have Travis Hamonic. And now here we go against Nashville, who do not have a goaltender anymore because we stole him. We stole it from him. They have Pecorine, but they do. Never mind. They have Linus Ullmark and 3 goals on UC Saros after the first period, including former Moncton Navigators legend Adam Ernie, who was on the team for a whole week. Williams on the power play, so that's good. And can we tie it up? We tied it up, but then Yakov Trenin scores to give the Nashville Predators the win. And that is the first Moncton Navigators loss of the season. So let me just sim. Jimmy Vesey's injured, so instead of screwing up the lines for this, I'll just put Riley Nash there. So Riley Nash can come in. How's he doing? He's got 2 points in 4 games. I'm not expecting miracles here, but I'd like to see at least 40 points, something like that. Sanford, Strome. I mean, the second line's doing the bulk of the damage here. I believe Derek Stepan is doing the bulk of the damage because nobody else seems to be really doing that great. Brian Boyle and Gambrell also on this fourth line for some reason. Sergachev, he's 4 assists in 4 games. Devon Taves. I hear a lot of people pronounce it Devon Taves, so is that how you pronounce it? I'm kind of confused on that, but is Saros doing good so far? He has a .920 save percentage. He's doing good. All right, well, that's only 4 games, so unless we simulate a couple of games here, we're not going to have a big idea as to what the team's doing here, so Nathan Bastion from the Atlantic Schooners injured. All right, replace player. Ethan Bear. Oh, and now the injuries are gonna start. No, Dermott can't go up there. And Myers can't go up there either. My goodness. Okay, he fits. We'll just put him there, I guess. Unless he's on the power play or something. Is he on the power play? No, he's not on the power play. Oh, okay. And, I mean, a game after being put in, Matthew Roy. Matthew Roy gets injured, so we'll have to go in the system to get a prospect here. And I don't even know really who we can get. It's gonna have to be, well, I kind of scared to bring McCoshen up because McCoshen has actual value, but he's who we're gonna bring up. McCoshen. Let's see how he's gonna do on the line. If I best lines, yeah, I knew it was gonna screw it up a bit. And of course, yeah, that sounds great. -2 on that line. Perfect. Sometimes they put such ridiculous combos here. Okay, we can't put Taze up there right now because that's what we're gonna go with. Unless Dermott fits on that line. Yeah, Dermott fits on that line. So Sergachev, Dermott, Taze, Edmondson, and Myers and McCoshen. And he's already up in overall. He is already up in overall. I think he was 55 to start the year. He's now 56. I might be wrong on that, but let's keep him going. Just curious. He's got 4 points, baby. 4 points. Four points. Did he start a game? He did not yet. Alright. 3-0 win in Toronto. Jimmy Vesey's back. So instead of screwing up the lines again, Vesey can go there. So now 4-1-1. Chicago, that's another win. 4-2. So see what I'm saying here. I'm not completely off. Usually, for some reason, we have a great time. 8-6 win there in Minnesota. My goodness. Usually, the first year goes really well on simulation. I think it's because they don't want you to tank purposely. But after that, it just all goes to shit. It just goes really bad after that. So Gurianov can go there. Who are we missing here? Gambrell. Much rather have Gambrell in the lineup than Riley Nash. So, and Bear is back. Oh yeah, that's right. We had Taze up there to start, and we had Edmondson with Bear, and then Myers and Dermott. Let's keep it going here. Chandler Stevenson would have been interesting at the start of the year, but not now. Okay, so Edmondson with a sore shoulder. You know, I always debate turning the head coach thing on because injuries can be a little ridiculous at times. But then I remember how badly the computer can screw up the lines if you're not careful. And I refuse to turn it on. Oh, a 1-0 win there. Cole Fonstad, I mean, guess we can replace that. That's AHL best lines. So we are 10-2-1 because we just lost to the Rangers. 10-2-1 the first 13 games. which is ridiculous for an expansion team. But like I said, that's usually how this simulation works. I don't understand really why, but as there we have 2 losses to the Sharks and the Penguins. Usually go to a rocket hot start, and then we cool off, and then we become like a fringe playoff team. Is that what's going to happen this year? I do not know. But, I mean, we are hot to start the year. 3-1 loss to Biz Nasty's Coyotes after a 4-3 win against the Bruins, a 3-0 win against the Devils. That's Atlantic. They really want to get rid of Zach Smith. My goodness. Okay. No, I don't want Zach Smith. St. Louis and Tampa. So that was back-to-back Stanley Cup champs, and we beat both of them. Do not want Travis Hamonic. We lose to the Golden Knights, and here we are, 22 games in the season. Let's see how this team is simulating. So Derek Stepan, all right, has 22 points in as many games. 22 points in 22 games. He's clearly been the leader of this team here. Gurianov with 14, Donskoy with 14, Sergachev 14, Williams with 13, Lazarev, our rookie, with 12, VC 10, Strome 10. I mean, this has been a scoring by committee type of thing here, as Zach Sanford, who's on the wing on my first line, is 6 points in 22 games. This has been a scoring by committee type of thing. And Philippe Myers, Moncton native, has 0 points through 22 games. Ouch. All right. And goalies, I mean, Montembeault's having a heck of a season. .958 save percentage through 4 games. And UC Saros he's doing good too. It's carbon copy of the Moncton Lions series, where UC Saros and Montembeault stood on their head for the first year. I'm just curious to see if Appleby, he did get some starts here. He's got a .219 goals against average. That's doing good. The Atlantic Schooners, just curious to see who's doing good here, who's doing what. Rimielli, Louis, Zikov. Grattan has 10 points, so that's good. How does our defenseman he's got 4 points in 22 games, with 56 overall. I mean, that's pretty good. All right, so let's simulate. I mean, we'll real-time sim against the Kings. So they score a shorthanded goal, Grundstrom. 3 consecutive goals. Philippe Myers scores his first point of the year, and looks like the Kings got Jacob Markstrom in free agency. So Myers, Williams, and Stepan all get a point, and that's how the game's going to end, 3-1. So happy that Myers got his first point, and let's sim till we lose. Let's see what we usually do here. So sim till we lose. We're on top of the Atlantic Division, by the way, which is ridiculous. But, I mean, it's EA Sim. It's not me. I'm not playing any of the games. And the Islanders have us in a headlock here defensively, and they end up shutting us out. 3-0 the final. So we'll just go about another 15-20 games or so. Let's go to this game against the Chicago Blackhawks. So we're passing December here, December 1st, December 2nd, a 5-1 win over Mark Giordano and the Colorado Avalanche, excuse me. Oh, that is no good. Ivan Lazarev has been injured. That's the rookie that I really want to progress. So why not put him on that? That's what we'll do. I'll put Williams. Can we put somebody else in Riley Nash? Yeah, Gambrell. And we'll put Williams on the first line, I guess. He's doing good so far. He's got 15 points in 26 games. Why not? Why not do that? All right. Draft class. Ratty Tanguay. He's a medium elite playmaker on the wing, which is kind of strange sometimes. Everybody here is getting scouted. Philly, 4-3 shootout loss. Oh my goodness. How many injuries are we getting? If there's one thing that I hate about the simulation is I hate all the injuries. I could tone it down a bit, but then it seems to be not very realistic, and that's not what I want for the series. Let's bring up, I don't know, Nicolas Baptiste. How about that? First career NHL game, I'm imagining, for Nicolas Baptiste on that third line. How's Grattan doing, by the way? Oh, he hasn't had a point since we stopped him. Okay, so Baptiste draws in there. Why do they like Riley Nash so much? Oh, that's why they like Riley Nash so much. Oh, that's nice. A +3 here on that second line. Baptiste with 13 points in 27 games in the minors. Let's see how he does here. So a loss to Winnipeg, win in Carolina, shootout loss in Montreal. We're going all over the board here. Loss in Vancouver, shootout win in Columbus. Riley Nash is injured with a broken leg. Ouch. All right, well, need to call up somebody else, I guess. This is getting ridiculous. Oh, no. Zach Sanford came back. So now we don't have to. Brendan Lemieux can go there. Donskoy. Yeah, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. That looks good. That looks good. All right, let's keep it going here. Yeah, I just saw that. Edmonton, 5-4 overtime loss. Dallas, oh, ouch, that's a big one. 6-0 loss. Dermott gets injured, and the injury bug keeps on hitting. So we'll either put McCoshen. No, not McCoshen. Let's put. Is it Matt Roy? I believe it's Matt. Yeah, Matt Roy. Let's put him. Switch some sides on their strong side. Ottawa, shootout loss. And Dermott's back already. Just missed a couple of games just to make me switch the lines a bit, and then came back. How thoughtful of you, Dermott. All right. Let's keep it going. Gusev, Marlowe, and a 7th. No, I don't want. You know what? Head coach replace player. I'm kind of tired of it already. Okay. So Lazarev's back. What did he do? What has he done so far? Almost a 4. 12 points in 26 games. Which isn't super, but it's decent. Oh, that's what I wanted. Yep, I remember now. So let's bring back Lazarev. Come back with a bang, my man. Joel Edmondson, replace player, head coach. Should I turn the injury sliders down a bit? I mean, this is getting ridiculous, to be completely honest with you. Chicago, let's go into this sim, and let's immediately jump or go to a 4-1 deficit here. Patrick Kane, Duncan Keith, Dylan Strome, Alex Nylander, who really progresses well in this game despite not being that good in real life. Sergachev on the power play. And ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Kopp goes off, and we tie it up in the third period. So let's go to overtime, where the Chicago Blackhawks, on a goal by Andrew Shaw, are going to win the game. All right. So, and Matthew Strome is injured. Good stuff. I'm at the point now where I'm just keeping these guys that were in the AHL. I'm not even bothering sending them down because I know that they're going to be needed. Is there anybody who gets a plus on that line? All right. So let's sim to the trade deadline and the last game, which is also against Edmonton. Matthew Highmore, Lucas Jasek, Devon Tays, and Lazarev didn't really progress, but I'm assuming his injury had a lot to do with that, which kind of sucks. Mini 5-1 loss. And now we're starting to lose some games here. We are starting to lose some games. Nobody seems to be progressing really well. And well, I mean, I guess with the lineup we put out there, I mean, that's kind of normal. But we have dropped all the way out of the playoffs. But I know that we won the next game against Florida because, yeah, shows up on the points. Fonstad. Ryan Strome is back. Ryan Strome, my man, go on that first line. And Gurianov, switch over here. Brendan Lemieux, but then I can't bring back Justin Williams to play him on the fourth line. That would be disrespectful. Not about it. He's 10 goals and 7 assists in 33 games. That's like 0.5 points per game. He's on pace. He's on pace to do decent. Calgary, that's a 5-3 loss. And Devon Taves gets injured for a game just to make me switch the lines and then comes back. Always love when that happens. Devon Taves. Alright. How's he doing? Oh, he has done a lot better since going pointless. Okay. How's Sergachev doing? He's grown. He's grown this year. 86 overall, so he's doing good. Got 28 points. Chasing. No. 5-2 win. I would rather cut my own foot off than take Mark Stahl on a $5.7 million deal. That's being completely honest. My goodness. San Jose, Pittsburgh here. San Jose, we had a shootout loss, and then we shut out Pittsburgh. Let's look at the draft class real quick. Like I said, I don't think we'll be in this range. I think we'll be in like this range. If we do get Brant Clark, I mean, that's a good Lambos. If we get any of these guys. I have a goalie, just by curiosity. Do we have a... Oh, I could have just done this. No. We got possibly the greatest, well, not the greatest, obviously, but it's very rare to see a goaltender in the first round. And I know he was ranked second round, but I mean, I'm not upset with... Oh, and we're starting to win games again, so that's nice. Starting to win. And Ryan Strome again gets injured with a mild concussion. It's not going well for him this year. My goodness. Concussion problems or something. How's Lazarev doing? 11 goals, 19 points. I wish he'd progress, but his injury His elbow, fractured elbow. I mean, that his shot's progressing though. He just needs, well, he might get a jump in the off season there if he can train the injury off or something. Oh my goodness, a 7-2 win. I love seeing those. 5-1 loss. Do not love seeing those, but a 4-2 win against the best team in the division. I'll take those all day. Ryan Strome's back again. I think I see a win against the Golden Knights. Gurianov went up to an 83 overall, so that must be working for him. Gurianov on that step-on line. I mean, he's doing good. 32 points. He's doing decent. Lazarev's doing decent. Like I said, I think the injury just kind of screwed up his development. Oh, with a bruised arm. Okay, not that bad. No time to panic. I mean, I don't know why I moved him up if I was just going to do best lines in the first place, but is anybody on that wing? Gambrell gets a +1, so let's do that. Gurianov will get a shot on that first line for a couple of days. Philippe Myers, let's go replace that player. The Islanders lose. We lose 6-5 against the Islanders, but we do beat the Colorado Avalanche. Myers can come back, so we're just gonna put him back at his spot here instead of Roy. Okay. Riley Nash. I mean, I'll just sim through that. 3-2 win. 6-5 loss. I mean, even the losses, we seem to be scoring a ton. Oh, and as I say that, we get shut out by the Hurricanes. Lazarev is back after rehabbing that injury. So we'll send down Baptiste. And Lazarev can take his original spot on the first line. How's he doing? 22 points in 45 games. That's about a half a point per game, which is kind of where I wanted him to be, but if he wouldn't have been injured so much, I think he would have progressed. Now here we are against the Edmonton Oilers. Let's just look at the stats real quick. Stepan again. I mean, do we have a case to trade Derek Stepan? He only has 1 year left on his contract. He has 47 points in 62 games, and I mean, trading him now, I mean, his value's probably got to be pretty high. So yeah, maybe look into that. Justin Williams, another veteran who I signed, the captain, 39 years old, has 44 points in 62 games. Same as Denis Gurianov, who's going up in overall. I like to see that. Sergachev, who's now an 88 overall, started the season in 84. He is definitely having a good season. Donskoy, who's on the third line. See, that's why I said in the first episode that I like to have Donskoy. It's a perfect player for that third, fourth line, but he can provide depth and he can provide scoring, as he's showing here in 40 points. First line isn't doing so good. Strome, Samford, Kopp, Lazarev only has 46 games in, but he's 22 points. Gambrell, Bear, Vesey, Lemieux, Myers, Taves, Dermott, Boyle, Edmondson, Nash, McCoshen, Roy. Every time I see something like that and I panic for a bit, I remind myself that Joe Thornton had 7 points in his rookie year and then kind of calmed down back a bit. But I definitely would want more production in the last 20 so games. And I'd like to see him progress a bit, which is tough because he's been injured a lot. But In the AHL, Remy Ellie is a point per game, so he's making a case to be called up to the NHL. And then Zikov, Louis, Yan. Okay, these guys I'm not really interested in, but what about Gratton, who has 24 points? He's gone up in overall. What about this guy, who's gone up a couple overall? 16 points in 62 games. I mean, that's not bad. That is not bad. Okay. And can I look at the goalies? Fucali, Appleby seems to be the better goaltender out of the two. He's got a better save percentage, better goals against average, and he has not gone up yet. Shit. Okay. And the Schooners seem to have a decent record here. And they look to be, I don't know how the AHL playoffs work, but they look to be in a top 3 spot. So I'm assuming that might be a playoff spot. I don't know, but they seem to be doing decent with the Remy Ellie. And we are in a playoff spot right now. And we are going to go play the first period of our game against the Edmonton Oilers. And these are the jerseys. I don't even know if I showed you the jerseys or not. I tried to go for a different color combo, blue, yellow, and gold. So this is how they look. The home jersey, the away jersey, and are you ready for the alternate jerseys? Because they're quite different. These are the alternate jerseys. They actually look pretty nice. I think I'll go with the alternate jerseys for today. And all right, let's head into it. As you would know, I'm pretty terrible when it comes to gameplay. Usually when I show you guys gameplay, for some reason I cannot score. Looking decent in those gold, yellow, and blue. Oh, that's a great pass to start that out. And Draisaitl picks it up right away. McDavid, oh my goodness. And now here he is. Oh my god, he's pretty fast. And did we just get a power play? Lazarev causing a tripping penalty there, drawing a tripping penalty with his speed. And let's go right on the power play. Who is on the power play? I see Strome, I see Williams, and Gurianov and Taves. Alright, that's the power play so far. So, Stepan, who's been our leading scorer this year. Oh! Devon Taves. Oh, okay. Strome. I thought I was... Okay, I guess he just can't be taken off the puck. This is a beautiful power play, guys. Looking solid out there. Not getting dominated at all. Oh! Could you not thrown that back to... This is ugly. This is ugly, folks. Alright, who's number 21? That's Stepan again. Alright, beat Nurse to the outside. Oh! Alright. That would have been Lazarev. I think that would have been a roof job, but... Oh, come on. That would have been for that animation. That would have been in. Gurianov. Oh, there it is. Alright, so I don't know what happened after that Ryan Strome goal, but the game decided for some reason that it wasn't going to record. So I'm going to have to do my best improvisation, and I'm going to have to comment over what I was doing. So now here, Draisaitl picks up the puck, and I was talking about how McDavid and Draisaitl in the game are really tough, really hard to contain. They're both mid-90s in overall, and for an expansion team like myself, it was quite the hard task here as Draisaitl tries the tweener move, which didn't really work, but whatever. But you see how quick that they can get on you, because our speed is nothing compared to their speed. And but here we have Brendan Lemieux busting down the wing to Sergachev to Ethan Bear, and Koskinen makes the save. So they put the fourth line out there. I thought it was quite strange how they put the fourth line out there for a lot. Usually not supposed to get that much ice time, but I mean, it is what it is. And Jujar Kara and Jimmy Vesey dropped the gloves here, and as you're going to see, Jujar Kara kind of whipped my butt with the uppercut right here. Or no, not that one, but this one. That one put Jimmy Vesey on the ground, and so Jujar Kara wins that fight. Now, Riley Nash is going to take the draw here. 13:24 left in the first period, and gets tied up. I have trouble winning face-offs when I get tied up like that. Like, I'm not a face-off expert. I have good timing, but that's about it. Neal almost scores there, but couldn't get it past Saros. And then Williams, using his old man speed, busting down the line. Riley Nash with a blistering shot. Might have broken the guy's legs. As you can tell, I'm sarcastic here. That was a terrible shot attempt, but I mean, he's not going to be a long-term part of this team. So, and Williams and Sanford snipes it. So 10 minutes in here, and the Moncton Navigators are up top 2-0. And you'll tell me what you think here, but I was creating the jerseys and asking a couple of friends, and to be honest with you, those jerseys look pretty good. Usually I take the alternates as a bit of not a joke, but I try to make them as wild as possible, and as weird as possible, and quirky maybe would be the right word. But to be honest with you, I was trying to make them look quirky, and they actually look pretty nice. Definitely not something that I would recommend like on a night-to-night basis, but I mean, for a couple of nights they do look pretty nice. And big turnover there. And Brian Boyle with the veteran play. Jimmy Vesey using the speed. Boyle and Nash, looking like me and Pee Wee or something, had about half the net to shoot at to score, and he shot it right on the goaltender's stick. So I don't know what that was about, but let's just say scoring goals isn't his talent. Those passes work at pro difficulty, but they do not work here in All-Star. That I noticed pretty quickly. Coming up the boards here, and Devon Taves gets the puck. Nice little breakout. Jimmy Vesey to Andrew Kopp. It's a good little forward. Vesey and Brian Boyle. Brian Boyle snipes it there. This is not good for Mikko Koskinen. Having the fourth line here for the Navigators score 2 on you. That's got to be at least a bit embarrassing. Andrew Kopp here takes it to Sergachev. There's 3 minutes left here. I'm just hoping that I can carry this 3-0 lead into the dressing room. If you watch any of the Moncton Lions franchises episodes, you would know that I'm pretty terrible when it comes to gameplay, and I don't know if it was nerves or I don't know what it was, but for some reason I would always lose. So being up 3-0 here as Sergachev, I don't know how he got that puck, but he did. Being up 3-0 here is a bit of a change in pace, not used to it at all. Here come the Edmonton Oilers, and Haas drops it to, is that Zach Cassian with a clap bomb snipe there, and it is 3-1 with less than a minute remaining in the first period. I usually try to do the first period because game's 0-0, so it's always going to be decently exciting. While if I do the third period, then I like I picked the last game before the trade deadline, but what if the last game before the trade deadline is like a 7-0 blowout or something, and then I have to jump in there? I mean, I'd rather do the first period. And so that's it so far. We're up 3-1. Let's see if EA keeps us on top for the rest of the game here with the sim. I'm hoping they do. Sim's usually pretty good. And they do. We win 6-2 against the Edmonton Oilers. So now, trade deadline's right there, so we can't go any further. Derek Stepan leading the team here. Him and Justin Williams tied for the team lead in points, which is absolutely ridiculous. And, I mean, one of them, if not both of them, could be trade bait. But I'm not decided yet because we are in a playoff spot. But are we really a playoff team? Saros dropped off a bit, but I mean that's to be expected. Montembeault has better stats, but Montembeault only played 14 games, so that makes sense. That's not terrible. But yeah, Stefan and Williams, I mean, can you really keep them? I mean, Williams maybe. Stefan's still looking for that cup. So Appleby's having a decent year down in the AHL with the Atlantic Schooners, but I mean, is he really producing? Sergachev already up to an 88 overall, which is awesome, and Guryanov also went up. Lazarev is getting up there, but I mean, I think what's really impacting him is that he got injured quite a bit this year, and Gambrell also went up a bit in the system here. Perfetti is up to a 78 overall already, so he'll be ready for the show, I believe, even maybe next season. So that's good. A couple of guys here. Everybody seems to be progressing pretty decently, so that's good to see there in Halifax. But one notable name off that list is Jude Gratton, Jude Gratton, who only progressed by 2. And even worse than that, Appleby has not progressed at all, which kind of worries me a bit, not going to lie, but I don't really know what to do with that. Should I maybe play him over Fucali for the playoff run, or I don't know. I was kind of puzzled on that one. And last thing I'm going to do here before I end the video real quick is browse the trading block. And you're going to see here that a lot of the teams, for some reason, are sellers. A lot of them. Arizona's a seller, Boston, Buffalo, Calgary, Carolina isn't. There's a couple teams here that attracted my attention. One of them being right here, the Dallas Stars have a couple good prospects there that I could definitely get a hold of. Thomas Harley being the more attractive one out of the 3, I would think. But there's one team in particular, I'll tell you when we get there, but they really did. I looked at a player there who could be an awesome fit on this Moncton team. The Canadians are doing good, but they don't have much on that trading block. My goodness. Bailey, Nashville has Benino, the Devils, Palmieri, Mike Smith. The Flyers kind of attracted me. They do have Rubstov, who was with the Acadie Bathurst Teton. But the team that I'm going to put all my energy on are coming up here real quick. The St. Louis Blues have Jordan Kyrou, but more importantly than that, they have Klim Kostin, who is a left-wing power forward. So just think of this combo. Klim Kostin, a left-wing power forward. Cole Perfetti, a center playmaker. And Lazarev, who is a right-wing sniper. I mean, I can't... That would be an awesome line for the future. So if I can find a way, maybe... I mean, if Stepan's value is up, I don't know if it's going to be up, but if I can find a way to nab to get myself Klim Kostin, I could definitely do that, and even as early as next year, have him playing on a line with Lazarev, and Perfetti looks like he's going to be NHL ready. So having the two of them, and then I go back to him here just to show you how interested I am in him. But I mean that would be the play. I don't know if Stepan will do it. I don't know. Williams probably won't do it. He's too old, so his trade value isn't that high. But that might be the play. But we still are in a playoff spot, as we see here. We're third in the division over the Panthers. But the video's coming to an end here. I hope that these issues won't keep happening. It's new PS4 kind of stuff, but next episode is going to be the trade deadline and push for maybe the playoffs. So until then, this is East Coast Gaming signing off, and I thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see y'all at the trade deadline, episode number 4.